Hey, what's up everyone? Sean here with BlueRidgeSilverhound and welcome to your coin channel. I want to thank you guys for joining in this morning. We have kind of a supplemental topic to talk about. A few days ago, I had thrown up a video about the Millennium 2000D Sacagawea dollar that is actually quite scarce and quite valuable in some of the highest grades. And I figure, you know what? I haven't done one of these videos yet, so we're going to take a look at the top 5 other most valuable coins from this short series. Now, as you guys know, and I kind of like did a 2-part little deal here on the title screen, but you notice I said Sacagawea and Native American dollars, all right? It was right around 2009 that the U.S. Mint had decided to coin these particular pieces as Native American series of dollars, all right? So I wanted to throw that out there. There was kind of a little bit of a name change, I guess to make it a little bit more PC in today's world. So we have the combination Sacagawea, who is the main figurehead on these coins, in addition to its overall general title of this particular series, and that's the Native American dollars. All right, so the top 5 list is going to be simply comprised of some of the most scarcest coins in the highest grades, right? There's always a caveat to these things. When you're looking for these coins, we're going to talk about things you should or should not do. We're going to talk about where to find these coins. I'm happy to say that there are a number of these still out there available today. There's going to be certain places you want to focus on first to find some of these coins to cherry pick through. And then obvious places where you don't want to look for these at all because maybe they're too well circulated or whatever the case may be. But this is a series that has gone quite underrated and under the radar for a number of years. It just wasn't quite as popularly received as a series since the beginning, which was 2000. All right, you guys remember these Susan B. Anthony dollars that preceded this particular series, and even that one, because of its size, wasn't popular. It tricked a lot of people into thinking that that was a quarter, so there was a lot of mayhem involved with the Susan B. Anthony, and that's why we have this particular coin. To kind of, I guess, preface the beginning of this video, it's always good to know the composition. It's 77% copper, 12% zinc, and it has a very small percentage, actually 7% of manganese and another 4% of nickel. So it's really a dog dish of various different types of metals put together. But it is ultimately the manganese alloy that produces the nice goldish color to these coins, and that's why they are affectionately referred to as golden dollars. Mintage-wise, you're going to find that a lot of these have really scarce mintages, save for the first year of its release, and that's 2000. So once you get into like 2001, you see an incredible drop-off, and that's only because there was no fan following for these coins after the first year of release. All right, so we're going to take a look at each one of the 5 coins. We're going to talk about how much these are worth at their highest grade level. We're going to talk about population counts, but we're also going to talk about how much these coins are worth value-wise through the PCGS price guide graphing table, I guess, of some of the lower graded coins, all right? Because ultimately you want to be realistic in all this. You're going to try and aim for the highest grade, but you also got to know what your safety net is with all of them. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start off with the first coin on the list. And this is your number 5 coin as being the most valuable high-grade specimen. It's going to be the first year, 2000 Philadelphia SAC dollar. This is the originator, the OG. This is the one that began just kind of like a revolution and spin-off of various other different types of coins that are currently being circulated, and that includes the presidential dollar series, which are the same compositional alloy as this coin, but also the American inventions coins as well. I think we're in like year 2 or something like that. But believe it or not, this is the the number 5 on the list, and kind of strange considering it is also the most plentiful date as well. There are 767,140,000 total pieces produced. It's also worth mentioning that in this video, it does not include any sort of errors, varieties, or different types of variants. All right, and we're going to talk a little bit about the variants at the end as something that you should not look for when you're trying to find high-grade pieces. But you're going to look for the business strike examples of these coins. They're going to come out looking really nice and almost golden color with maybe a little hint of red in a lot of these. So the coins with the best eye appeal, obviously if you're shooting for the highest grade, you want something that is just incredibly clean with no nicks or marks and great luster. So it does have a very high mintage, which means there's more pieces out there for you guys to cherry pick. In Mint State 69, this coin carries a PCGS price guide value of $4,500. There is a total of 4 coins graded at that level. It's staggering. It's 1 grade point away from perfect. In a Mint State 68 Plus, which is the next half point grade lower, the coin drops off quite a bit. It's only worth about $300 per the PCGS price guide. So there's a little bit of a safety net. Consider that the average cost to grade a coin through PCGS is right around $30 to $40. So please do keep that in mind. You got to have some sort of safety net to make it worthwhile. And we actually have a couple coins on the list that have a tremendous amount of safety net. So those might be more of a target for you. The number 4 coin on the list is going to be a rather obscure one, only because it has an incredibly low mintage, but that's the 2006D. This is the Denver minted Sacagawea dollar example based off of the picture. It does look like a proof coin, and some of these do have proof-like designations. When you get into the mid-2000s of Sacagawea dollars, you're going to find out a lot of these are proof-like, and the graders will grade them that way. Okay, that's a new thing with PCGS, is that they will designate proof-like surfaces on these business strike coins. As far as mintage, man, this thing is really low. Only 2,800,000 pieces of this particular date was ever produced. Now, 6 years after release of this coin, it kind of gives you an idea of how much these have fallen from grace. I mean, 767 million, the previous coin, all the way down to 2.8 million. Wow, that's a huge drop off. Now let's talk a little bit about grades. The highest grade of this particular coin is going to be Mint State 68, in which the coin carries a PCGS price guide value of $4,500. It's the same as the previous coin, however, in the 2000D, or P rather, the highest grade is 69. In this one, it's only 68. It's a Pop 3, which means there's only 3 examples that have been graded at this level. And if you drop off half a point grade at a Mint State 67 Plus, this coin carries a value of $325. A little bit better than the previous coin, but still, it's not a huge safety net, but you still can make a little bit of money off of a slightly lower graded example. The number 3 coin on the list is another scarce date. It's a 2004D. Now, a few of these dates, you're probably going to think to yourself, well, I've never found any of these in circulation. And you're probably right. A lot of these were available direct from the mint. Consider them almost like an NIFC type coin. But this one right here is another scarce example, even more so than the previous. This one right here has a mintage of 2,660,000 pieces. Again, these were not distributed into circulation. You could only buy these direct from the mint. So a lot of these I have found through the banking system have come in the U.S. Mint wrappers. All right, so these are out there. People have cashed them in. I've even found a few of these in circulation. So just to let you know, they are out there. We're going to talk about the best place where you could find these. It'll just make your life a whole lot easier. But this one has a tremendous value in a mid-state 69, which is its top grade. It carries a value, a PCGS value of $5,800. It's a pop 8, which means there are 8 examples of this coin in a 69. However, if you did get a little bit lower grade, a mid-state 68 plus has a value of $275. All right. So mintage wise, 2,660,000. That's the lowest on our list today. Let's see. The number 2 coin is going to be another tough date as well. Actually, this is the lowest minted one right here. 2005 Philadelphia. This is the P-minted version of this coin. And this one has a mintage of only 2,520,000 copies. These coins in raw condition sell for anywhere from $8 to $10. So even as a singular raw coin, these have a tremendous amount of value. 8 to 10 times face, that's not bad. Grading wise, if you were going to send this out to PCGS, their price guide value on a mid-state 69 is $8,000, in which only one example exists in that particular grade. If you're able to find, first of all, a 2005 P roll or something to that effect, and you did send it off to the graders, it did not come back a 69, have no fear. This is the one coin that has a tremendous lot of value, even in lower grades. A mid-state 68 plus, this has a value of $1,750. In a mid-state 68, this has a value of $1,000. So this is the best safety net out of any other coin on the list. And if I were going to be searching out these coins, I'd probably be looking for like a 2005 P. There are too many coins where the top 3 grades of this coin carries a tremendous amount of value. So that's the number 2 coin. There's got to be a number 1 coin. And yeah, we're circling back to that first year of Sacagawea dollar, and that's going to be the 2000D. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Denver minted example is your most valuable coin, and with good reason. Since these circulated quite a bit, finding some that are incredibly clean at the highest level can be challenging, but they are out there. All right, there's going to be coins that grade out 66 and higher that you could find, whether rolls or in bags. You could try out those as well. Your best bet's going to be rolls because they're not all clanging and banging around. Mintage-wise, pretty big figure right here. 518,916,000 total pieces of the Denver minted 2000 were produced. Now, in terms of grading and value, there are only 2 examples of a mid-state 69 example of this coin, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is your $10,000 Sacagawea coin. In a lower grade, let's say it came back a 68 plus, that has a value of $375. So a huge drop-off. But again, this is a coin with a myriad of production issues, and quality control was not exactly the best. The U.S. Mint was really just interested in getting this coin out into circulation to help fulfill the demand at its time. So yeah, those are your top 5 coins. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about where to find these and what not to do. Okay, so first and foremost, there's going to be a few of you that will obviously go and kind of fact check my information, and that's cool. That's fine. You could go on PCGS.com, go ahead and take a look at the information I've provided you in their tables for the price guide, through the price guide. But obviously, you're going to go on eBay and you're going to try and find some of these coins. That's going to be the first thing. Now, there are going to be graded examples that you're going to look over here and say, well, hold the phone a little bit. There's a 2005 P and D graded by NGC mid-state 68. So that is the second most valuable. You remember how much I told you a mid-state 68 has a value of? $1,000. So why is this seller selling it for $199? It's real simple. Did you catch the 3 letters here, SMS? Those are special mint set quality coins. They are a satin strike. All right. And you're going to find a number of these throughout the middle years, the middle dates, like 2005, 2006. Any of these coins that came out of the mid set, and some of you are going to be like, well, I'm just going to go get mid sets of these. You can for the 2000, but you can't for the middle dates, like the 2004, 5, and 6. These mid set coins are satin strikes, okay? They're a completely different animal. They're worth tremendously less because the quality on these coins are so much higher. Here's another special mid set coin. This is the highest grade of an SMS, Mint State 69, 2005. This one is supposed to have a value of $8,000, but because it came out of a mid set, this one only has a value of 109. And this one actually has quite a big population count today. So just so you know, okay, these are completely different coins than what I was talking about. I was talking about the business strike examples that were sent out into circulation, or the NIFCs that were only made available through the US Mint in rolls and bags and not mint sets. In case you're wondering, the mint sets that we have here for you, okay, are going to look like these. So do not buy mint sets when you're going to source out premier coins on the list. All right, you don't want to do that. You don't want to buy any of these for that specific reason. So here's a P&D set of 2005. See, they have a value of about $7 before shipping, and they all come with COAs. And you'd think it'd be like kind of like the low-hanging fruit way of finding these top 5 rare valuable coins, but no, these will have these special mint set type coins. I'll just go ahead and click into this one so you guys can see up close what these sets look like. And I think that's the only image, but you can see the close-ups right there of the Sacagawea coins of 2005 in both Denver and Philadelphia. These actually have super high quality satiny finish to them, and these are not going to be the coins you will look for to grade out at PCGS. All right, you're going to be very disappointed, and I wanted to make sure you guys are aware these are not mint cent coins that I'm talking about. These are strictly out of circulation or NIFC rolls and bags direct from the mint. Completely different, and that's where a lot of the challenge is going to come in on this particular grading expedition. All right, so I mean, it's not entirely impossible, but you're going to have to do some work, put some good work in to find these coins. Like right here, this one for $3.49 came out of a mint set, but you just see just so much nicer this coin is compared to any other coin that would normally come out of circulation. This is what a SMS special strike coin would look like. This one, quite frankly, probably wouldn't grade over a 65 because it's got that rub mark on her cheek right there, if you could see it. But this is an SMS coin. So as tempting as it is to jump into mid sets, don't do it. Unless it's a 2000. Now, a 2000 mid set will have the... no, that's not what I wanted. Thank you very much. There you go. Gotta clean this up a little bit. We're not looking for silver set. All right, we're just looking for a good old US mint set. All right, so here is your 2000 mint set. These will not have SMS coins, so these are kind of like fair game. You could go and buy these right here. And again, it's a little bit of an investment. These are going to be around $10 shipped, and it's not going to be the best set to look through when you're looking for awesome looking Sacagawea dollars. All right, because even though these are collated a little bit more gently into these blister packs, they're all coming from the same pot. All right, so these coins, you know, all nearly 13 million, I guess. Is it no, it's more than that. 1.3 billion. 1.3 billion total coins between P and D 2000s were all produced in the same pot. So Yeah, not exactly white gloved experience there. A lot of them will have little bag marks and nicks and stuff, planchet issues, that sort of thing. So you guys certainly have your work cut out for you if you are interested. There are quite a few of these coins in the banking system as we speak, just sitting in vaults. Nobody wants to touch them, and with good reason. There are a very select few of my audience members that actually go out and pursue these bags or rolls rather of the dollar coins. And I just figured I'd let you guys know there is some value tied into these coins. Altogether, $30,000 worth of coins that you could look for just out of 5 dates. And 2 of them are from the first date, the first year of Sacagawea dollars. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to go ahead and do it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, hit the like button. But if you don't like me or the content, I expect you to hit the dislike button as well. Don't forget to share or subscribe if you enjoy everything in this content and you have people that'll have a little value of watching this. Please do so. And hit that bell for instant notifications. But I am your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound. Thank you again for all of your views and support of my channel. But that's going to go ahead and do it today, Coinaholics. We are discovering together each and every single day, and I will see you on the next coin video. So long.